It's under my skin like a tick. Also, there's another crew of people out there that drives me freaking bananas. You know who it is? And you've seen them out there. It's largely left-wing media types, but we've seen even some people supposedly pretending to be on our side doing this too. Have you seen this new phenomenon where it's like Trump is just lucky about everything? That everything that happens pursuant to a decision Trump and his inner circle make. Have you guys seen this? It's just luck. It's amazing amount of luck. You know, it's like flipping a coin and getting like 85% heads after 1,000 flips of the coin. You can reasonably assume based on the laws of probability, that the coin is probably not a fair coin, correct? I don't want to be hyperbolic. Many of his big and bolder decisions he's made, whether on the economic front, whether they're on the foreign affairs front, whether on, war and in-theater actions using our military, they work out, and everyone in the media just attributes it to just this blind luck. I just can't believe it. So I've got that today. I've got just explosive new information that's finally popped in the media about the impeachment hoax. And yes, the nothing is happening crowd, again, is going to be very upset as they tell you nothing is happening and things continue to happen. It's just getting bizarre at this point. How you just continue to cling to this. Nothing is happening and Trump's just lucky. Sure, got it. Okay. Winky, winky, nod, nod. Big show today, a lot of fire. Listen, you get a little older, something feels off. I know, I'm at that stage, crossing hopefully midlife in my 50s. You're not as sharp, your energy dips, recovery takes a little bit longer. I was just complaining about that this morning to Jasmine. Thankfully, I take care of myself. I try to and stay frosty. Sometimes you wake up, you're not firing on all cylinders. It's not in your head. It's often real. So I started looking into what people who care about performance are actually doing. Because if they're doing it and it's working, then I want to do it too. Because, I like to stay on top of my health. I'm obsessed with health hacks. I mean it. That's not some shtick I do for the show, man. These guys will tell you. And if you can give me a health hack and it works, I'll do it. This is what I found what many biohackers are using. They're using this compound to stay sharp. Have you heard about it? I'm talking about NAD. Supports your cellular energy. And again, I encourage you to look this stuff up. I use NAD myself. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So does Paula. I feel great. A lot of people are also using methylene blue for focus and clarity, and peptides like sermorelin and glutathione for recovery and overall wellness. What I like about All Family Pharmacy is that they don't make it complicated. They make it super easy. You just go online, fill out a quick medical form, and a licensed doctor reviews it, and if appropriate, writes the prescription. I just got mine the other day. Couldn't be happier. It ships right to your door. It's simple and straightforward. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a personal advocate for these items here. I use them myself. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bongino. Use the code Bongino30 to get 30% off until Sunday of 4/19. Prescription required. Always consult a medical professional before taking any medication. This is not medical advice. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a shot. Allfamilypharmacy.com/Bongino. The NAD, glutathione, big fan. Thank you, All Family Pharmacy, for sending it my way. We are very, very happy. All right, fellas, let's go. So, folks, one of the things about Donald Trump I mentioned the other day is there are a large swath of people out there completely unaccustomed to his authenticity. He just says what's on his mind. And the reason that's a shock is, as I've said often during my show, and I need you to process this, it's very important. The most interesting, sometimes damaging, but sometimes not, political narratives out there are narratives that change your pre-existing notion of who a person is or who a class of people are. Okay. So if the Republican Party were to come out tomorrow for, mass abortion and gun confiscation, you would be stunned because it would change your that's a dramatic example, but it would change your pre-existing notion of what the Republican Party stood for, correct? Those are really damaging political narratives. Politicians in general have a reputation for BS. I mean, movies have been made about it. Eddie Murphy made that movie, The Distinguished Gentleman, about running for Congress under some dead guy's name, and nobody even cares. Like, there's this reputation for politicians just lying and BSing everyone. That's what's so shocking about how in the era of AI and easy information where you can go get it, that the holier-than-thou Democrats, now you had Swalwell resign, Tony Gonzalez on the other side resigned last night from Congress. This is going to get harder in the AI era because damaging political narratives that change your pre-existing notion of who these people are going to just flow out every single day. It is really important we see this. What's happening now is as Donald Trump makes decisions and these decisions work out, you're seeing a number of people switch to a different narrative because they don't want you to believe that Donald Trump takes information from his advisors, synthesizes it into an output, and makes good political decisions because they want you to believe he's some dumb cretin real estate guy from New York who's just lucky. So the new narrative is it's all just luck. But I want you to listen to just a couple of clips here before I move on to what happened to Savannah Hernandez, which if you didn't see this video is really troubling. But I want you to listen to this. Victor Davis Hanson is one of the most brilliant, intellectually sound talking head commentators, I don't mean in a negative way, in the business. He is a sincere intellectual. He throws compliments around like manhole covers. He does not waste his time. This is a 30-second clip, no more. But him talking about how, I don't understand how you don't see how there's a plan here and what he's doing. Like this whole luck narrative that Donald Trump just keeps getting lucky is the coin that flips 85% of the time. You're not right. It's not luck at this point. There's something going on. Check this out.
Almost everything that he's doing that seems herky-jerky has an ultimate strategic purpose, is to diminish the power of the Chinese and to turn Russia and China against each other and to have a cultural revolution, counter-revolution in the United States that makes our adversaries think that we are serious and dangerous, whether it's closing the border or having immigration reform or pressuring Mexico about fentanyl or recalibrating the Pentagon, you name it, and are economically more powerful. Instead, they just say, well, he tweeted this or his tariffs, but actually there is a plan and it's working.
Yes, it sure is.
And I'm going to go into some more detail because I do have a lot to cover today, especially this explosive new revelation where you're now seeing what happened with impeachment hoax too. Nothing's happening. Sure. There is a plan. I'm going to go into tomorrow in a little bit of detail. An excellent tweet out there that shows on a map, very simply, all you have to do is see it one time with the red arrows, and you'll see what exactly the plan is, whether it relates to the Panama Canal, the Malacca Straits, the Persian Gulf, the Red Sea. You'll see the plan. It's clear as day. It's not luck. Here is Brit Hume for the data point people out there. Brit Hume again, not some big MAGA hat wearing guy, just kind of a down the middle commentator, been at Fox forever, journalist. He's not a cheerleader for anyone. Here's Brit Hume in another short clip last night saying, he basically cannot believe that there's still the data point people and others out there clinging to this notion that we attacked Iran for no reason, that they did not want nuclear weapons. He's like, how are you still clinging to this? The vice president went over there and said, we really have one big request. Just give up your nuclear material that could be used to create a weapon. And the Iranians flipped us the double-barreled middle finger and said no. Or did you miss that? Does that data point matter? Andy, does it matter? That's like a big data point, is it not? They don't want a nuclear weapon. Then just give it up. And you could stay alive. They'd rather die. Don't listen to me. Listen to Brett Hume again. He's not a big MAGA cheerleader. Check this out.
Here Iran is badly battered, militarily crushed. They really don't have any cards here, other than the Strait of Hormuz, which we're acting on now. And they come into this negotiation absolutely refusing to give up their nuclear weapon ambitions, which was the bottom line for the president and his negotiators. If that doesn't emphasize that President Trump was correct in assessing in the beginning of this, that Iran was still going for a nuclear weapon and it was something the world could not afford, then I don't know what could.
How, in the name of all that's holy, are you still sticking to this story, the data point people, that the Iranians don't want a nuclear weapon? How are you doing that? Well, I don't understand. Like, do you not believe in evidence? You can look this up. You can do the same homework I do. You can look this stuff up. That is going to be a theme of today's show. Ladies and gentlemen, with the power of the interwebs, AI, Google Gemini, Grok, ChatGPT, and all of it, you can actually look this stuff up, Trump haters. This is not hard. I'm glad to do a lot of homework for you. It's my job. I love my job. I've always loved my job. Love my last job. Love the job before that. I love my job. But this is not hard, folks. The Iranians don't want a nuclear weapon. We attacked them for no reason. Well,